Do you remember these plug-and-play arcade controllers from the early 2000s? They usually came loaded with a bunch of classic games like Pac-Man, 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 and even sometimes Pac-Man. They gave us millennials and Gen Zers the authentic arcade experience we didn't really get otherwise growing up. A company called Jakks Pacific produced a bunch of plug-and-play controllers throughout the 2000s. But these two, let me tell you, were the holy grail of them all. Well, they're the only ones I had as a kid. So I went looking on Amazon to see if I could find one, and good lord, does it come with a Tesla or something? So I went ahead and found this one that I bought at Walmart a few years ago for like 20 bucks. Only problem was that it makes this horrible sound. Speaking of horrible sounds, do y'all remember when these things would scream at you for plugging them in wrong? Was that just me? Hell yeah. On this specific controller, I have a whopping 12 arcade games I'm going to try out, starting with Pac-Man. Pac-Man is, well, Pac-Man. We've all played it before one way or another. You play as this gluttonous circle, you eat pellets, run away from the ghost. Occasionally you have a power pellet which makes you even more hungry, and you eat the ghost. It's classic arcade fun for about 20 minutes. Now I'm sure back in the day when it was either Pac-Man or reading a book, it would have been perfectly reasonable to play this game for hours. But in a world where Elden Ring exists, games like Pac-Man just don't pack the same punch. Cause like Pac and Super Pac-Man. What the hell is this? Okay, so I unlock the doors with the keys, eat the food. Okay, I know about that. That's new, but very cool. Gambling? I'm sold.
Come on, baby, come on. Come on, I need this.
Pac and Pow. This is the one where Pac-Man can shoot a fucking laser. This one is pretty similar to Super Pac-Man, only instead of keys you're picking up what I think are playing cards for some reason. Also in this one you have Pal, who is taking my fruit to the ghosts. I'm starting to think they're not really my pal. Pac-Man Plus.
It's Pac-Man, but a little harder.
Pac-Man 256.
It's Pac-Man, but a little harder.
Mappy. I love Mappy, man. In this one, you play as Mappy the police mouse, and your goal is to take back items stolen by these crooked cats. Things like TVs, boom boxes, and the Mona Lisa? You can use these doors to swing at and fight back against the cats. Some of them are magical doors that send a laser beam towards the cats, which in turn sends them to hell. Hearing the music from this game, immediately the childhood memories just come flooding back. It's this fun ragtime tune that just makes you want to get in a bar fight and pull one of these bad boys. Next we have Rally X. In this one, you're a little race car collecting these flags around the map, while a bunch of suicidal murderous freaks are trying to crash into you. You can use the fuel to fart on them, which makes them slip around. I didn't really get this one as a kid. I never realized that there was a map on the side, so I would kind of just go wandering around the maze until I inevitably got hit by a car. It was actually pretty terrifying. Speaking of terrifying, let's talk about Bosconian? Just like Rally X, I didn't really get Bosconian, and even if I did...
Lost all! Alive!
It was just too scary for me as a kid. I hated the weird voices. You're trying to take out these alien spaceships by shooting directly into the center, all while dodging asteroids and space attacks. As an adult, I actually had a decent bit of fun playing this one. Getting a perfect shot is satisfying, and overall it's just a pretty fun and exciting challenge. Xevious. This one is kinda boring, honestly. You shoot these spaceship things that don't even attack you at first, and you can also destroy these buildings. The sound effects and music are pretty cool. I believe in the story of this one, you're in like a dystopian world where aliens have taken over, and it's like, just freaky, like what is this? It just gives me Neon Genesis Evangelion vibes, which is not a good thing. Dig Dug. In this one, you play as Dig Dug, and your goal is to exterminate these underground monsters. Dig Dug is of course a good guy though, so I'm sure he does it in a humane way. Jesus Christ! This one is also pretty fun. I like the music a lot. Cool how it syncs to your footsteps as well, so you never really want to stop moving because it makes the music stop. After a certain time limit, the monsters realize their fate and literally try to escape. Galaca. An absolute arcade classic. Just like Pac-Man, I'm sure most of you have played Galaca at least once. It's pretty well known. The gameplay is pretty simple. You shoot the ships and you avoid being shot. There's not many feelings as a kid, like the one you get when you realize that you should actually let your ship get abducted, that way you can get double gunners. It's just one of those like definitive gamer moments. It's on par of whenever you realize that everyone who plays Modern Warfare 2 is mean and racist. Last and least is Galaxian. It's just Galaca but lame.
Well guys, that's the last of the games. If you like this video, you might also like this one. It's about Lavender Town from Pokemon. Ooh, scary. Otherwise, just subscribe, because you may as well. But only do it if you really want to. I'm not pressuring you or anything, just that's all on you, man. So, bye.